I am Ethan Brooks, and what I am about to show you will change how you see crypto forever. A United States senator is trying to kill XRP right now, today, and she has given the government a deadline of June 1st to make it happen. That is not a theory. That is not speculation. That is a letter sitting on an official government desk with your investment in the crosshairs. But here is what nobody is telling you. The same week she launched this attack, something happened inside the XRP network that the most powerful banks on earth have been quietly waiting for. And by the end of this video, you will understand why this attack may actually be the most bullish thing that has ever happened to XRP. Stay with me, because what is coming at the end of this video will completely flip everything you think you know about this situation. Let us go back to May 18th, 2026. Senator Elizabeth Warren, one of the most powerful financial voices in the United States Congress, sat down and wrote an official letter, not a tweet, not a press statement, an official government letter directed at the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, demanding answers about Ripple's stablecoin, RLUSD. She called the approval illegal. Let that word sit for a moment. Illegal. This is a stablecoin that was conditionally approved by a federal regulatory body in December 2025. A stablecoin backed one-to-one by the US dollar. A stablecoin already trading on major exchanges around the world. And one of the most powerful senators in America is calling it illegal. She wants full records. She wants internal documents. She wants answers by June 1st. That is days away. Now, if you are watching this and thinking, this sounds bad for XRP, I need you to stop, because you are looking at the surface of the iceberg, and what is underneath changes everything. Here's what the mainstream financial media will not tell you. Elizabeth Warren has attacked XRP before, multiple times. She has attacked Bitcoin. She has attacked Ethereum. She has attacked the entire digital asset space with the same playbook for years. And every single time, the asset she attacked came back stronger. But this time is different. This time Ripple is not the same company that was fighting for survival in a courtroom. This time XRP has regulatory clarity that no other major crypto asset in America has. Courts have already ruled that XRP traded on secondary markets is not a security. That ruling stands. It is law. So what is Warren actually fighting? She is not fighting a startup. She is not fighting a gray area. She is fighting a company that has already won in court, that has already secured conditional federal approval for its stablecoin, and that is now expanding into the most powerful financial infrastructure on the planet. And that is a losing battle. But wait, because while Warren was writing that letter, something else was happening. Something that barely made the news. Something that most XRP holders completely missed. On May 27th, 2026, the XRP Ledger activated a critical technical upgrade. It is called Fix Cleanup 3.1.3, and while that name sounds like boring software maintenance, what it actually represents is anything but boring. This upgrade fixed deep-level issues inside the network's NFT systems, its vault architecture, and its native lending protocols. These are not small patches. These are foundation-level repairs on a network that is preparing to carry trillions of dollars in institutional transactions. Think about that for a moment. You do not reinforce the foundation of a building unless you are planning to build something massive on top of it, and it does not stop there. A new proposal was filed this week to extend the XRP Ledger's native automated market maker with 3 new curve types for liquidity providers. For the first time, institutional capital will be able to deploy inside the XRP Ledger's DeFi ecosystem with the same efficiency they expect from traditional financial markets. This is not a small upgrade. This is XRP quietly becoming the backbone of a global financial system while a senator writes angry letters. Now let us talk about the price, because I know what you are thinking. If all of this is happening, why is XRP sitting at $1.31, down over 3% in 24 hours? This is where most retail investors make their biggest mistake. They look at price, and they stop there. But professional institutional money does not look at price first. They look at structure. They look at network readiness. They look at regulatory positioning. They look at whether the foundation can handle what is coming. Right now, XRP is trading below all major moving averages. The RSI is sitting near 43, which signals weakening short-term momentum. Support is holding around $1.32. Resistance is sitting at $1.41. On the surface, that looks like a struggling asset, But here's what the chart is not showing you. XRP ETF products have attracted significant institutional inflows in 2026, even during periods of broader market weakness. That means large money is accumulating, quietly, below the surface. While retail panic sells, institutions are buying structure. And there is one more thing. One thing that changes the entire picture of what you just heard today. Senator Warren's letter has a June 1st deadline. That is days away. When the OCC responds, and they will respond, it will force a public clarification of RLUSD's legal standing. Either the approval holds and XRP gains another layer of regulatory legitimacy that no other stablecoin in America has, or it faces a challenge that Ripple's legal team, fresh off defeating the SEC, is more than prepared to fight. Either outcome moves the needle for XRP. A confirmation means institutional doors open wider. A challenge means another courtroom where Ripple has already proven it can win. Warren is not stopping XRP. She may be, without realizing it, accelerating it. Because every time a powerful institution, a senator, a regulator, is forced to officially respond to XRP, they are being forced to acknowledge that XRP exists at the highest levels of financial policy. You do not write official government letters about irrelevant assets. You write them about assets that matter, and XRP clearly matters. Here is the full picture. A United States senator just put XRP and Ripple directly in front of the federal government with a formal deadline. The XRP Ledger just activated a critical infrastructure upgrade, preparing the network for institutional scale. A new DeFi expansion proposal is moving through the network that closes the final gap between XRP and traditional finance. Institutional ETF inflows are quietly building while retail sentiment stays cautious, and the regulatory clarity that XRP already has is something Bitcoin and Ethereum do not. This is not a story about an attack. This is a story about an asset being forced into the spotlight at the exact moment its technical and regulatory foundation is stronger than it has ever been. The question is not whether XRP survives this. The question is, are you positioned before the rest of the world figures out what is actually happening? If this video changed the way you see XRP, hit that subscribe button right now, because what is coming next makes everything I just told you look small. I am Ethan Brooks. Stay wise, stay positioned, and I will see you in the next one.